Oh my god. So this past weekend was WrestleMania, and I'll be talking a little bit about it. So, as you can tell, I dip my hands in the wrestling now and then. Or, yeah, it's not saying that is a little bit of an understatement. I practically keep up with it like almost every week. But it's WrestleMania weekend. It's the biggest it's the biggest gathering of wrestling fans. You can't really get much bigger than WrestleMania at this point. I was really invested into this WrestleMania because, it's the first one on the Triple H, and the storyline, or at least the main storylines going into it, were pretty good. So, I want to see how it unfolded. Also because I will be in Portland this Friday for SmackDown. Hopefully, it'll be pretty entertaining. If not, then I just wasted a plane trip to Portland. So, oh well. I'm not just going alone. I'm going with a couple of my friends who... Yes, I have friends. But I'm going with a couple of my friends who aren't really in the know of wrestling anymore. So I feel like, hey, why don't we watch WrestleMania to see what happens? And maybe that'll help that'll help them be somewhat refreshed for when we go to SmackDown this Friday. And it was entertaining. I will say that. This weekend has been entertaining. Even though they don't really know most of what's going on, but they can kind of get the grasp of it. So, but like I said, the weekend was pretty entertaining. So, with that being said, how about we just run down the card a little bit and give my thoughts on what happened. Also, no notes because busy week. So, hopefully, I can get everything across. Let's start with night one. Hold up.
Nowhere. The same WWE that put
Oh, yeah.
161,000 people to the rafters in SoFi Stadium is going nowhere. The same WWE.
Okay, well, that's about the... Can't even go into night one yet without talking about the sale that happened with Endeavor. So the WWE and UFC are going basically under the umbrella of the parent company Endeavor, which is pretty big, I will admit. But then again, I really, it's Triple H saying that nothing's really going to change that much and that they're going nowhere. How much can I believe? I don't know after this weekend, but I'd say it's a pretty big announcement. So I guess we can only wait and see what happens after this. But let's finally go into night one. Let me pull up the card real quick. Saturday at Los Angeles, California, SoFi Stadium. Start off with Austin Theory defending his U.S. title against none other than John Cena. And the match was all right. Like from a casual point of my friends who haven't really been watching for a while, I think they got a good kicker out of pretty much every match because they don't really know, or they don't really keep up with like the ins and outs of how wrestling or WWE works. So for the most part, it was all right. I feel like it could have been better, but I had a feeling John Cena wasn't going to win. It would have been funny if he did win, but that did not happen. Austin Theory retained. And, it was alright, I guess. There wasn't really too much to say about this match, other than Austin Theory being a low-life scumbag and cheating, hitting John Cena's nuts. But, other than that, I think it was alright. A Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match with all these guys over here. And there was really no storyline going behind it, other than we're tag teams and we're gonna kick each other's asses, which they did, and it was really fun. It was just action all over the place. Ricochet hitting this big ass moonsault off the rope onto a crowd of wrestlers. It was just fun. Oh, and Braun Strowman getting fucking decked. That was nasty. That was holy shit. So yeah, that was a fun match. Then what was next? I think it was... Oh, yes. The match of the night, match of the weekend, match of the month, match of the entire year. Seth freaking Rollins versus Logan Paul. You all know how I love Logan Paul. He's a champion in my eyes. He's a champion in a lot of people's eyes. Definitely not controversial at all. And he had a banging match at WrestleMania. He came out with a big ass Prime bottle. I won't say who it was yet, but I will just say he came out with a big ass Prime bottle. Seth Rollins cool too. I love his entrance. Action was great. Action was all over the place. Then the fucking Prime bottle came in. I jokingly said that it was gonna be Jake Paul, but I feel like Jake Paul wouldn't be doing something like that, just hiding in a Prime bottle. But it was even better. We got KSI in a fucking Prime bottle at WrestleMania. If I recorded my reactions, I was going ballistic. I was going insane. I was just laughing my ass off because I really wasn't expecting KSI in a Prime bottle at WrestleMania. But it was just so funny. And he got put through a table. I'm like, dude, I'm entertained. I'm seriously entertained. But Logan lost, which is sad. I thought he was going to be able to do something Jake couldn't do, which was win on a big event scale. But, hey, Logan, you're a champion in my eyes, so if that means anything to you, Logan, you're a champion in my eyes. I think what happened next was the tag match between Becky, Lita, and Trish versus Damage Control, which was pretty good. I don't really have too much to say on that. It was just a nice match. Seeing Lita and Trish in the ring again is kind of weird because they have wrestled like occasionally like a few years ago, or I think as recent as like a couple of years ago or a year ago. So it's not like super weird to see, but it's weird seeing Lita hold a tag team title. Io Sky lost though. Sad day for Asians. Rey Mysterio versus his ungrateful son Dominic Mysterio. Oh, this match was pretty funny. Or this match was pretty good too. Like, it had a lot of drama, and we saw Rey smack the shit out of Dom with the belt. He got the belt out, and I was like, oh fuck, this is real shit. This is real family shit. Dom came out in this fucking Los Santos PD type fucking entrance with the handcuffs and shit. Oh my god. Prison changes a man, I guess, dude. Holy shit. But he threw water in his sister's face. That's fucked up. Even though I'm pretty sure a lot of siblings would do something like that. So it isn't like criminal, but in the world of wrestling, it is criminal. What a dick. Oh, and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Thanks. Thanks for sponsoring a dramatic match between a father and his son. Get the bag, I guess, man. But yeah, Rey won. W for Rey. Common Dominic L. But it's probably going to continue from there. So, that was fun. Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley. Holy fuck, dude. They tore the house down with that match. It was nuts. I heard there was talk about them like closing out night one or being like the main event, which I mean, I could kind of understand why they would be the main event, but they weren't. So they can showcase how big of a banger they can put on. Oh my god, it was hard hitting, it was crazy, I can't find any adjectives to find, but it was amazing. It was a really good match. You could really debate that it was match of the night. But there was this one German suplex that Rhea hit on Charlotte, and I was like, holy fuck. Charlotte, I hope Charlotte is okay after that. Which she looked okay after, which is nice. But I was like, once I saw that suplex and the way Charlotte tilted, it was like, oh my god, that did not look good. I was like, oh my god. They look okay, so we can just look it back in that spot and be like, holy shit, because this match was good. But time for the main event, the tag team match between the Usos, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn for the tag team titles. First things first, Lil Uzi Vert. I don't really know why he was there, but I'm kind of glad he was there because I like Uzi. So I can't believe the WrestleMania crowd got to hear Uzi perform before I did, live and in person. But they only got just one rock, so I don't know. Take what you get. Song is fun, so, but yeah. Uzi came out, threw up the one. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens came out with everyone singing Sami's song, which is nice. I hope I get to do that on Friday. And the match was great. There's not really much I could say, but it was just great and dramatic and full of emotions, I guess. Yeah, me talking about it doesn't do too much justice, but I'd say it was like a really good match. I feel like most of my snippets of these matches are just, it was really good. But I mean, yeah, it was really good. Like, this match was great. And with Sami and KO winning, spoiler alert, it's a nice way to set off WrestleMania Night 1 on a good, positive note. Everyone went home happy, and then everyone got to sing Sami's theme song and celebrate and have a very nice, fun, and great time. And then everyone went on with their lives because their lives were just so much better after Kevin and Sami won. And then Night 2 happened. Who knew talking in front of camera would make you so thirsty? Prime energy drink. Anyway, enough about that. Yeah, watch my Logan Paul videos. Shameless sponsor. Anyway, then Night 2 happened, right? And it was basically just, how many times can we break your heart in a single night? But first, let's talk about the card. Start off with Brock Lesnar versus Omos. So, and that was a really fun match. It was short, which is fine, because I didn't really want to see this for 20-15 minutes, but it was a short, fun match. Seeing Brock Lesnar get thrown around was a sight to see. It's been a while, I feel like, since that happened, since like Goldberg, or I don't know, I can't believe, maybe Drew McIntyre, but yeah, it was interesting seeing Brock Lesnar get thrown around like that. But Brock won. He hit a massive F5 on this dude who's apparently a foot taller than him, so that was a spectacle. The four-way tag between the women's side, I really don't have too much to say other than where was Shayna Baszler's shoe, and Ronda Rousey just picked up the scraps and won. Nice opportunist of her. Makes sense for them to win, I guess. They are the most powerful looking team on paper. But then, oh baby, we got a real banger on our hands. The triple threat Intercontinental Championship match. Gunther, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus. Oh my god, these guys just fucking went at it on each other. Like, just slapping each other, smacking each other, punching each other, fucking forearm shit. It was just, that was no wrestling match. That was a fight. And I don't know if Michael Cole said that on commentary, but if he did, I'm sorry if I just stole his line. But even the commentators were going wild on it, which rightfully so, because this match slapped, and no pun intended. I mean, if you looked at their chests, pause, if you looked at their chest, it was all red and shit, and had so many welts on it, so obviously it looked painful as hell. I was entertained. If you want to show someone a match where they just beat the ever-living shit out of each other, show them this match. Or, yeah, just show them this match. Fuck New Japan. No, just kidding. I like New Japan sometimes. But this match, oh, thank God they were able to do that at Mania. Okay, then Bianca Belair versus Asuka for the Raw Women's title. It was a good match. Sorry. Like, it was a good match. I was just like, I fully expected Asuka to come in here with this match winning because she had the whole face paint gimmick on now, the whole Kana thing. And, you know, they kind of booked her pretty strongly at the Royal Rumble, so I was like, okay, Asuka's gonna come out here lefts and rights and kicks and beat the shit out of Asuka and win the title. But no, Bianca won, which is fine, but my Asians are just catching L's this weekend. But hopefully Asuka gets the title soon, because God, seeing her in with the title, with the whole look she has on now is gonna be a sight to see. But hey, congrats to Bianca though. Oh fuck, I forgot to mention this from night 1. So, during the show, The Miz was the host of WrestleMania with a co-host of Snoop Dogg. So it is in LA, would make sense to have Snoop Dogg. But every time he went to announce the attendance, they transitioned it into Miz having an impromptu match. Night 1 had Pat McAfee, which I kind of popped for because I like Pat McAfee, he's pretty fun. And George Kittle, but I'm not really that much of a 49ers fan, so I was just like, and plus it's in LA, there was no like Rams players you could have gotten, but anyway, that's a little nitpicky. It was fun because I like Pat McAfee and The Miz is cool too. Night 2 on the other hand, I was laughing, but in the back of my mind, I was also like, what the hell is happening? Because they did the attendance thing. Miz was mad about last night. Snoop Dogg was like, I bet here's another match. It's fucking Shane McMahon. We haven't seen this dude since last year at the Royal Rumble. And I was just like, what is Shane doing here? Like, okay, if you look at it in a storyline standpoint, I can kind of see why Shane's there. But why is Shane here? Why is Shane McMahon at WrestleMania? He gets in, he thanks the crowd. They wrestle for like a minute, and then Shane gets fucking injured. Apparently he tore his ACL or something like that. His knee just completely busted up. And I'm just like, what is like this whole time the segment's happening, I'm just like, what is happening? Who let Triple H cook this? In my mind, I was just like, is this part of the script? Like, me and my friends were just wondering, it's like, what the? It was just a bunch of what the fucks and what the hell is that? And we were kind of almost debating about if that was scripted or not. And now we found out that it wasn't scripted. Shane actually fucking injured himself, but I was just like, fuck, man, this thing is so bizarre. I have no idea. For all we know, Shane could have actually busted his fucking knee up and wasn't part of the script, which is true. Shane did legitimately injure himself, and I know it's fucked up of me to laugh about him getting injured, but I'm laughing more at the whole situation. I hope Shane gets better, obviously, but this shit was just so bizarre, and it happened. So, oh, and Snoop basically filled in for Shane, and he beat The Miz with the greatest people's elbow of all time. Do with that comment as you will, but holy good God, what a segment. Oh, but speaking of bizarre, but kind of sick, we had Edge versus Finn Balor in Hell in a Cell. You know, when I first heard that it was gonna be a Hell in a Cell, I was kind of hyped because, you know, it's a Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania. The last time that happened was Shane McMahon and The Undertaker. So, first thing I want to talk about with this match is the entrances. Edge is a true vamp. He went full vamp for that shit. He went full Cardi vamp. He went full Cardi for that entrance. But he did come out to Slayer though, which was pretty sick. The fucking wings and everything. It was the first of the month. No, it was the second of the month actually, but you know what I'm saying. Finn hasn't done the demon thing in a while, so it was kind of cool to see him do the entrance at Mania. I don't know why. Okay, like, the demon thing is kind of goofy to begin with, but I feel like it was just really goofy in this match. Like, this entire match was kind of goofy. Like, they had purple and red chairs. It was basically like Whole Lotta Red versus Dilate, which I know Dilate doesn't have too much purple in it, but Dilate has Link Frill, so I'm just gonna use that as an excuse to make the comparison. The match was good, but they did have to kind of halt the match because Edge just fucking smacked the shit out of Finn with the ladder that he threw. Like, he threw the ladder at Finn and it fucking gashed his head open. I'm like, holy shit, is that blood? And at first I was like, yeah, let them fight, what the fuck? We want blood, we want blood. And I look at Finn Balor's posts on social media, I'm like, oh, fuck. Yeah, I can see why they had to stop the match for a bit. Either way, the match still was pretty good. I'm pretty sure they cut it short because after that, there was just hella commercials after commercials, which sucks. I feel like they would have done more if Edge didn't smash the shit out of Finn's skull with the ladder. But it is what it is. The match still was pretty good, and they did the best they could. And I'm also with the crowd that it makes sense for Edge to win this match, storyline wise, because he just wants to get this Judgment Day shit over with. If you don't really get the storylines I'm kind of talking about in this, I'm sorry. I don't really want to go too in-depth on everything in the card. That's for wrestling YouTubers. I'm just giving my little thoughts about this because I just feel like it was fun to make a video about it. Sensible outcome, I feel like. So, shitty situation. Major W for Slayer, though. I should probably listen to more Slayer's music. Then, the main event. Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Universal title. Last match of the weekend. it was heartbreaking. There's just too much to say about it, but it was heartbreaking. Everyone and their mother, father, and dog knew that, or felt that, Cody Rhodes was going to win. He's going to win the titles at WrestleMania, solve racism, solve the socio-economic problems with America, solve world hunger, world peace, fucking meth. But no, everything just went wrong that night. The match was amazing, though. I will say that the match was fucking amazing. It had me off my seat the entire match. But then he lost. He fucking lost. Roman Reigns beat him after Solo Sikoa interfered, making Solo Sikoa probably the #1 enemy in America right now. But I can kind of see the idea that Cody Rhodes has to face adversity before actually winning the big one, so because they have kind of been making him super strong in the build up to WrestleMania. But I can also see the side where it's like, this is the perfect way to end the story, even though Triple H said the story never ends in WWE, which I can kind of agree with. It's like, I don't know, I'm just kind of conflicted with it, because obviously I didn't want Cody to win because he's an American hero, and I salute any American hero that isn't supposed to be celebrated as an American hero, I guess. But I was just I think it's been a while since an event result like this has really like stirred up that much controversy. And while it does seem like it's like really bad controversy, I feel like they can build off into something bigger. Like, I know people have been saying, oh, if Cody Rhodes wins anyways, it's not just gonna hit the same. But I mean, we just want Cody Rhodes to win at this point, right? Yeah, it might be obvious, but I feel like they'll be able to do something to at least keep it somewhat invested. And it's not like I've watched WWE at its lowest point sometimes. I'm really not gonna stop because of this decision. If this is the worst decision ever, then God, if people are making this the worst decision of all time in like WrestleMania history, it could be up there. It really just depends on the timing. But like, there have been worse choices, I feel, and I've still been watching after all those bad choices, so I feel like they can't really fuck it up as badly as people are gonna make it seem. Yeah, right now it's bad in the moment, but there's still potential, I feel. This could possibly be one of the most poorly aged comments I could have said. So hopefully whoever is running this company, whether it's Triple H or whoever the hell, doesn't make me look goofy, because yeah, oh boy. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but there has been a fly going around my camera occasionally, and it's fucking annoying. I should have gotten rid of that bitch, but I'm sorry. If you haven't noticed, then I kind of just exposed myself. I need to get rid of that fly like ASAP. Sorry about that. Could this really just have been the fuck up point and everything goes downhill from here? Yeah, that could be the case. But I mean, my shit's already booked, so all I can really do at this point is just watch and see. But man, that was really heartbreaking. First Asians take an L, now America takes an L. So sad. Which is why I will beat Roman Reigns in Philadelphia in 2024, baby. We on top. We on top. No, I'll stop myself right there before anything gets too out of hand. Maybe me and Lil Uzi can tag team at WrestleMania next year. He said he wants to fight in Philadelphia, so hey, you never know. But yeah, night 2 was, yeah, it definitely did not feel the same as night 1. It is what it is, I guess. They'll find a way to make it make sense, but right now it just feels like emptiness, just sadness and heartbreak and disappointment. That's just the general vibe of night 2 compared to night 1. Overall, I feel the weekend was entertaining. It was great. Night 1 obviously was way more satisfying than night 2, but then again, pretty much everyone who most people wanted to win did win, so. And I guess Triple H just wanted to break our hearts again, give us trust issues, all that cool stuff. That's my little rant about WrestleMania weekend. and how fun it was to watch with friends who don't really watch wrestling. Yeah, hopefully I can get this up before Friday. I don't know how much I'm going to record up in Portland, but if I do, I hope to make somewhat of a video about it, because, you know, this is my first time going to a SmackDown. They've had a few WWE live events in Hawaii, but it's not like a televised event like SmackDown, so that's gonna be pretty cool to watch. Hopefully it'll be a fun event. I'll keep you posted about that. First time going through airport by myself. Crazy, right? Hopefully TSA does not tase me on the spot. Why would they tase me on the spot? I don't know. Hopefully it goes well. I will see you all in Portland later. Hopefully you had a nice WrestleMania weekend. If you didn't watch WrestleMania, hopefully you just had a nice weekend, I guess, doing homework and shit. And yeah, guess we just gotta let Triple H cook. See you guys later. I don't know if I'm doing a guitar outro. I got too much shit to edit. Man, the past few videos had no notes on that. Our video's probably gonna sound unorganized as fuck, but oh well. We make do with what we got. Don't forget to practice. Man, wrestling fans. No shit. Hold up. Yeah, so I'm recording this right now. It's Monday, and the Raw after WrestleMania is happening right now. I'm like, God, what the hell is happening? Why is Brock Lesnar out here with Cody Rhodes? What the hell is happening? Why the fuck is Bad Bunny getting chokeslammed by Damian Priest? What is happening on this Raw? What the hell? Yeah, I'm not watching it live, so unfortunately, I gotta go to the gym. But I mean, the Raw after Mania is hella sick, so. So apparently that wasn't the case. Apparently Raw was pretty much uneventful for the rest of the night. I was actually supposed to go to the Raw after Mania, but I have friends in Portland, so it would be more convenient to just go to the SmackDown. I will say though, I thought Bad Bunny was going to have some sort of interaction with Damian Priest, because they have interacted previously, but at least they're finally doing it now. Oh. Well, this is gonna be a crazy year. See you guys at SmackDown. Well, I beat Roman Reigns for the title. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Sorry. Guess how many times I say words like good, great, and entertained. I repeated a lot of adjectives this video. I hope you like it.